Well, good morning, everybody. Almost good afternoon today. Kilt here. It is day 81. Just leaving FrontRoyal, Virginia. Back on the Appalachian Trail. Fully loaded, pushing north. I had a good town stop. I was in 0-0. Got all electronics recharged. Got new food supplies where I got food. What else we get? Oh, I got new camp shoes. I got rid of the brown rubber camp shoes I was wearing. They're kind of like a knockoff Croc. They just were horrible to wear around camp. So I got a new pair of Astral like water shoes. They're just as light but more durable and comfortable. So did get that, and had some good town food. Rested and relaxed, and got a bunch of the Shenandoah videos sent out to you guys, so hope you enjoyed them. Shenandoahs were fun. The views could have been better like the Smokies, but we'll get what we get. The trail knows more than we know. We are hiking right next to the road. I literally just got on trail and Highway 522, leaving FrontRoyal, like I said. It's warm already this morning, but we're gonna push on. We're going north. We're heading into Harpers Ferry, West Virginia in the next couple of days. So we'll be on trail for a little while. So stick around, make sure that cup of coffee's topped off, and enjoy the rest of the day with us. So here's our morning trail. This is a fun one. Here we go. It's like a balance beam walk. It's definitely harder than it looks while you're filming. I guess it must get really muddy over here is why they did this. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. There we go. But it's cool that it's here. All right, I will bring you back when something exciting happens. See you shortly. So here's what we're working with now. First climb is over. Wasn't too steep, about a mile long or so, a little rocky. But the humidity today, oh my. It's gotta be 90-95% humidity. And high 80s, maybe 90 degrees. Wow. What a day to come back to the trail on. It was cool and cloudy yesterday. But this is what we're working with now. We're on the downside. About halfway to the first shelter. Gonna stop and take a lunch there, just due to the time of day, and make a decision how much further I'm gonna push on. Got the option to do 5 more or 10 more, so we could either be halfway done or a third of the way done. I'm not sure. It just depends on how soaked I am when I get there and how fast I can air out and dry out while I eat lunch. But it's supposed to be a pretty interesting shelter from what the book says, so you know, I'll bring you back and let you check it out when we get there. But now that the climb's over and I can safely get you all out, because everything's all wet, you can see it looks muddy. It's so dark. It's just from all the moisture and rain last night, but everything has just stayed damp in here, and the rocks are slick, so that's what I was getting at. All right, well, we'll bring you back when we get to our lunch spot. Well, I just got water at the spring, which was maybe 50 yards behind, and we are here at the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. So let's go down, take some lunch, have some lunch, and see what this place is all about. Look who we run into. Bambi and Blanc recovered from her poison ivy. We'll holler at them here in a minute. So this is the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. They got horseshoes. We got lofts. Big old deck and Adirondack chairs. Fancy, fancy. All right, let's get some lunch. We'll be back. All right, just finished eating, so let's come over here and check out this shelter. Oh, great. 3-person Adirondack couch. Big old shelter in here. Upper bunks, whole lower platform. Over there. Got pack hanger dowels on the back wall. Little skylight up top. Let's see, what does the thermometer say today? 90 degrees out with probably 90% humidity. Oh, big old bench. Pretty cool little setup. Just a lunch spot. We're gonna push on to the next one here in a few minutes. So, spring and shower. Let's jump down here real quick and see what we got. Okay, I see what they got going on. So the spring fills up the top. Oh, there is water down here. Yeah, so they got water from the spring. And there you go. Garden hose bucket, barrel. There you go. If you needed a hot shower, or you needed just a shower, you could get one. Pretty cool. Okay, you're about to get bonus material. I don't ever film privies because they're pretty nasty most of the time. But this one here is the exception. All painted up, clean. Horse style doors, barn door, split door. Metal grate, knock the mud and junk off your shoes. It's got a mailbox. A pump gallon hand sanitizer. It's a moldering privy, so it's got sawdust. So there's a 50-gallon trash can full of sawdust, and then a stainless steel pit toilet, moldering toilet, whatever. But this is awesome. Reflector on it, upper door, ventilation, skylight. There you go. That's a privy. When you're at a shelter, that's where you use the bathroom. You're welcome. All right, just crossed underneath the interstate and we got a cool bridge here. Stone steps. Oh, if I don't fall. There we go. I mean, it's nothing crazy, just a little stream. You can probably hear the road traffic. That's the interstate. And we are pushing on to the shelter for the day. All right, let's get this last climb out of the way. There's always a climb. Here's just a little bit of the trail and some easy listening of this year's cicadas. All right, here's the Manassas Gap shelter. Another one maintained by the Potomac AT Club. Real small one, old school one. But it does got picnic table, bunch of benches, those are nice. Big old, looks like very well used fire pit. And your standard wood floor. Single level. Couple dowels. All right. Down one of these side trails is going to be the privy, and down the other one is going to be water. So that one looks like that one says spring on the tree. So that one there's probably over to the privy. All right, well, let's figure out where we're going to set up tents, because I'm not going to stay in the shelter tonight. And I passed a couple campsites, tent slots on the way in. So let's get set up and we'll be back for another day wrap up. I am hot and sweaty. Welcome back, everybody. Excuse me, I just finished dinner. Welcome to end of the day wrap up for day 81. We are dropping my stuff here. We were at the shelter site, got our tent set up, just finished dinner like I said, and bringing it all back to do end of the day wrap up, show you the book, show you the mileage, show you what we saw today and where we were at and where we ended up. So again, like usual, without further ado, let's get you turned around and show you the book. So here we go. All right, well, we left town this morning from FrontRoyal, Virginia on US Highway 522. We ended up walking to the edge of town and then hitchhiking and finally got a ride. So we started on trail right there at mile marker 972 at right about 10 o'clock this morning. And it was a nice easy stroll. You know, for the most part, other than the length of the climbs, the terrain was not difficult underfoot. So, you know, like usual, first thing we do is we climb. So we had that climb across Woods Road, went up to Mosby campsite, passed through there, slight descent, got to the bottom of the page. So let's turn the book. And then just after 5 miles, we stopped right there at the Jim and Molly Denton shelter with the porch, the chairs, the solar shower, the barn style door privy, which was just absolutely crazy. So that shelter right there has got it going on. Horseshoe pits, I mean, separate cooking pavilion, things that all these other shelters don't have. Unfortunately, it's too close to town. It's only 5.2 out of town, so not widely used. But again, we stopped and used it. It was a halfway mark for lunch, so and then we pushed on out of there. And it had a short climb, short but steep climb right there. Came up over the top through the clearing, dropped down into Manassas Gap, the John Marshall Highway, went underneath the interstate, like I told you, I-66 is what it was. And then Tucker's Lane parking was where that bridge was at, crossed the stream right there, and started our second climb. And it had three false summits before the top, and that's where we ended up here at Manassas Gap Shelter for mile marker 982.7 on day 81 for a grand total of a 10.7 mile day. The humidity was extremely high today. The temp was 90 degrees, And it was just all in all humid as all can be. Another saturation, soaking wet day, so just called it short. Didn't feel the need to push on the extra 4 or 5 miles to the next shelter. We're sitting at 1,669 feet. So we will finish off this climb tomorrow morning and push on. So other than the hot, humid weather, the terrain was really good today. It was generous, it was nice. Body was feeling okay. Excuse me. My clothes are airing out and drying out, so I still got my sweater on. Foot feels okay. Knee had a little bit of a rest today with just the difficulty of the terrain. Again, it was a 10-7 mile day. We'll see what tomorrow brings us and see what kind of mileage we do tomorrow. Ran into some old friends I haven't seen for a while. They're actually here camping with us tonight. Bambi and Blanc, a couple. So it was good to see them. And we'll be hiking with them for the next few days until they either slow down or speed up, or I do the same, vice versa. But that's kind of how it's been since Prefer the Smokies when we were hiking together. But other than that, I want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in, watching, and following. I appreciate every one of you. I hope you're enjoying this through hike as much as I am. But I'm going to get ready to turn in for the night so I can get an early start tomorrow. Again, my name is Kilt. We are through hiking the Appalachian Trail in 2021. And I will see all of you first thing in the morning with a nice fresh cup of coffee. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.